So hello friends, so how are you all? So welcome to the VKS Sir YouTube channel. So as you know that the IAC Bangalore is already released that response sheet of the gate. So right now, so in this session, so we'll just discuss all about the paper with that Gyanaranjan Sir. Okay, so he will himself introduce in the single line. So without wasting the time, so we'll go for the paper analysis. Right? So sir, so just simply just introduce yourself in single line. So after that, you will just proceed.
Basically, Vishal sir already introduced me. So I am from NIT Allahabad from the domain of AI and ML. So without wasting time, just analyze the paper. Vishal sir just started.
Okay. Yeah. So I just give the access. Okay. You can right now. You can just share your screen.
Sure sir. Yes sir.
Okay. Good. Yeah. You can just scroll down. This question is not visible. Yeah. Right now it's visible. Yeah. So now the first question. So listen. So as you know that the question having two sections. So one is the aptitude sections, another in the technical section. So let's go for the first aptitude section. So after analyzing the aptitude section, and you have to say that. So how much marks you score, right? Okay. So first question without wasting the time. So let's start. The first question is that the three different views of a dice are shown in a figure below, and there is a there is a three dice is given to you, and right now here we have to just say that which option is the right. So here the dice is there, so it means what? So the piece of the paper that can be folded. Okay, so here the 5 is opposite to 3. Here this 5 is opposite to 3. So is there any 3 is adjacent to 5? Adjacent means what? Here 4 is adjacent to 5. Here we can say, okay, 4 is adjacent to 5. So it means what? Here there is a no 3 which is adjacent to the 5. So it means what? So this is opposite. Hence success. Now 1 is opposite to 2. 1 is opposite to 2. 1 is opposite to 2. So it means what? So here, so this one is nothing but what? So here, this one is also a correct. So there is a no adjacent. Now 4 is opposite to 6. So here the problem is arises. 6 is adjacent to the 4. So it is not opposite. So hence this option is wrong. Okay. So now just scroll down. Now just scroll down. Yes. So now go for the option B. So now option B is what? Option B is saying what? Option B is saying what? So here 5. Okay. Similarly, 5 is 5 divided by 6. So now similarly 5 opposite to 6. Similarly 1 is opposite to 2. Okay. Now 3 is opposite to 4. So likewise you have to check. Okay, if there is if there will be like any adjacent will become. Okay, so then that option is wrong. So hence option D is the right answer. So please just check out. Okay. So now, sir, please just go to the next question. You can just proceed. Maximum question will be explained by the Gyana sir. Okay. Some of the question I will explain.
Sure.
Yes. Start.
Now we proceed. Person 1 and person 2 invest in three mutual funds, that is A, B and C. The amount they invest in each of these mutual funds are given in the below, such as mutual fund A and mutual fund B and mutual fund C. At the end of 1 year, the total amount that person 1 gets is 500 more than the person 2. So person 1 get 500 more than the person 2. The annual rate of return for the mutual fund B and C is 15% each. So what is the annual rate of return for the mutual fund A? So we will calculate first mutual fund B and C for person 1. Okay, so it is 20,000, 20,000, that is 40,000. So 15% of 14,000, that is 6,000. So 6,000. And similarly, we'll calculate for person 2, that is 30,000. So 30,000, 15%, that is 5,250. Okay, so here you will calculate 6,000 plus, suppose we will calculate the interest of mutual fund A is X percentage. So 10,000 into X by 100 equal to 5,250 plus 20,000 into X by 100 plus 500 more than, so 500. So if you solve this equation, you will find X equal to 10. That is, the mutual fund A interest is 10%. So option B is correct. Now we will proceed for next. Okay, so we'll start. So here given, visualize two identical right circular cone such that one is inverted over other and they share a common circular base. If a cutting plane passes through the vertices of the assembled cones, what shape does the outer boundary of the resulting cross section make? Okay, so when two identical right circular cone are assembled such that one is inverted over the other and they share a common circular base, the cross section formed by a cutting plane passing through the vertices will result in an ellipse. This is because the cross section will intersect both cones at various angle, creating an elliptical shape. So the answer is an ellipse. So we'll proceed for next. That is, so here, how many four-digit positive integer divisible by 3 can be formed using only the digit 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. So given digit are 1, 3 and 4, 6, 7 such that no digit appears more than once in a number. So here we know the divisible by 3 formula. Okay, if the sum of the number is sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. So here you can form 1, 3, 4 and 7. That sum is divisible by 3. And similarly, we can find out the second number is 1, 4, 6, 7. It is also divisible by 3. So these two combination sum divisible by 3. So if you find in permutation, so that is four number without repetition, so 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, that is 4 into 3 12 into 2 24. So 24 for first number and second 24 for second number. Okay, so 24 plus 24, that is answer is 48. Okay, so here for number 4 the answer is D, that is 48. So number 5, it is the problem of verbal. Okay, so if note denotes increasing order of intensity, then the meaning of the word, that is sick, implies infirm, that is implies moribund, is analogous to silly, implied dash, implies daft. Which one of the following option is appropriate to fill the blank? So it is English. So you solved the progression from silk to infilm to moribund suggest a worsening condition or increasing severity. Okay. Similarly, silly to draft implies a progression from less serious to more serious policies or lack of intelligence. Therefore, the appropriate option uh, to fill the blank is so option A, that is front. So here option A is correct. Then we proceed for next. So here the sum of the following infinite series is given, that is 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, that is. So you find two infinite series as 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus dot. So and second infinite series, that is 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27, etc. Okay, so you find this series is a GP series and second series is also a GP series. So you know the formula, that is for GP series sum. So find this 1 minus 1 by 1 minus r. So that is 1 by 1 minus, here r is 1 by 2. So 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2, that is the answer is 2. Okay. Similarly, for second, you find 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. So answer is 3 by 2. So now you add these two. First one is 2 plus 3 by 2. If you add 2 plus 3 by 2, so your answer is 7 by 2. So option C is correct. So here the probability of a boy or a girl being born is 1 by 2 for a family having only 3 children. Here given the family having 3 children. What is the probability of having 2 girl and 1 boy? So here first one is 2 girl and 1 boy. So combination is boy then girl plus. So second combination is girl then girl. And third combination is girl, then boy. Okay, so here possible 3 combination. So what is the probability of having 2 girl and 1 boy? So probability means the probability of a boy is 1 by 2. So probability of girl is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So plus probability of girl is 1 by 2 into boy 1 by 2. Probability of girl is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of girl is 1 by 2 plus probability of girl into 1 by 2 into probability of boy is 1 by 2. If you add this, you find answer is 3 by 8. Okay, so here the answer is option A, that is 3 by 8. So in a election, the share of valid vote received by the 4 candidates A, B, C and D is represented by the pie chart shown. The total number of votes cast in the election were 1,15,000. Okay, out of which 5,000 were invalid. Out of which 5,000 are invalid. So valid vote will calculate 1,15,000 difference 5,000. So we will found 1,10,000. Okay. So here, based on the data provided, the total number of valid votes displayed by the candidate B and C. So you given for candidate B it is 25% and candidate C is 20%. So 25 plus 20, that is 45%. So valid votes 25%, meaning sorry 45 by 100. So that is 49500. Okay. So here you notice the answer is B, that is 49500. Okay, here for number 9. The 15 part of the given figure are to be painted such that no two adjacent part with shared boundary, excluding corner, have the same color. The minimum number of color required is. So here we will find the minimum number of color required so that the adjacent side cannot be same color. Okay, suppose you give in this color is red. Okay, so you cannot give in this shape to red color, so it is blue. So if it is blue, then you assign it is another color, that is skin. Okay, so red, blue. Okay, so it is red and blue, so you assign here green. Similarly, here you assign red and green, so you assign blue. Similarly, you check and all this shape is color, and you find the minimum requirement of color for this shape is 4. Okay, so answer is B. Okay, so we proceed for next. So here, thousands of years ago, some people began daily farming. This coincided with a number of mutations in a particular gene that resulted in these people developing the ability to digest dairy milk. Okay, based on the given passage, which of the following can be inferred? So here you notice, okay, all the human being can digest daily milk, not a valid conclusion from the passage. The passage did not imply that all humans are capable of digesting daily milk. Okay, so option A is incorrect. And second option, no human being can digest dairy milk. Okay, sorry, it is option number C. False as the passage is about how human develop the ability to digest dairy milk. So it is incorrect. Similarly, you check option number D, it is also incorrect. So if you check option number B, this is the most suitable option as the passage is clearly mentioned the mutation of gene that resulted in human developing the ability to digest dairy milk. So option B is correct. Okay, so in proceed for next, and here our aptitude session is complete. Okay, so we'll start from first. That is, consider 5 random variable u, v, double, x and y whose joint distribution satisfies p u v double x y, that is p of u and p of v and p of double given u and v, p of x given double and p of y given double. So which one of the following statement is false? You choose which of the following statement is false. So first one you check, x is conditionally independent of u given double. So it is incorrect because given that x is conditionally independent of u and double. Okay, if you notice here, x is dependent on double, so it is incorrect. Similarly, you check y is conditionally independent of v and double, it is also incorrect. And u and v are conditionally independent given double, it is also incorrect. So here answer is C, that is y and x are conditionally independent given double. Okay, so we proceed for next. So it is considered performing uniform hashing on a open dash hash table with load factor alpha, that is n by n. When n elements are stored in the table with m slot, the expected number of pops in a unsuccessfully search is at most 1 by 1 minus alpha. Inserting an element in this hash table requires at most dash probes on average. So it is same as 1 by 1 minus alpha. So option B is correct. So we proceed for next. So here the fundamental operation in a double-ended queue, that is double-ended queue, and insert first, meaning insert new element E at the beginning. So you know all the operation of queue, that is insert first. You already know queue follows first in first out approach. Okay, so in an empty double-ended queue, the following operations are informed. First is insert first 10. Okay, insert first 10. So insert in queue, that is 10. Okay, then insert 32 at last. So insert in last, that is 32. After that, a remove first. Okay, here we remove first, meaning we remove first, that is 10. Then insert last 28. So insert in last in queue 28. After that insert last 17. So insert in last 17. Okay. After that we remove first. Okay. So we remove first element, that is 32. Then remove last. Okay. So remove last meaning 17. So in A, assign remove last. So remove last element is 17. So the value of A is 17. So here the answer is 17. So we'll proceed for next. So here there three fair coins are tossed independently. T is the event that two or more tosses result in head. S is the event that two or more tosses result in tail. What is the probability of event T intersection S? So we will here calculate T meaning is that two or more tosses result in head. Okay, so three coin, two or more, meaning in first suppose T, you're given as two or more tosses result in head. So here, okay, here minimum two head is compulsory. So our expected input are head, head, T, tail, then head, tail, head, okay, and then tail, head, head, okay. So for S is the event that two or more tosses result in tail. So in S, there are two tail is compulsory. So tail head and tail head tail, okay, and head tail tail. So if you find T intersection S, that is phi. Okay, phi means it is zero set. Okay, so here you find T intersection S is 0. So what is the probability of T intersection S? So the probability of T intersection S is also 0. So option D is correct. So we proceed for next. Okay. So number 5, that is for any twice different function f r implies r, if atmos x star belongs to r, f dash of x star equal to 0 and f double star x star greater than 0, then the function f necessarily has a dash at x equal to x star, given that r denote the set of real number. Here r is a real number. So the given statement describes the second derivative test, which is used to analyze the behavior of a function around a critical point, that is x star. Okay, if it is given that f dash first derivative of x star equal to 0. Okay, and if second derivative is greater than 0, then x star is local minimum of the function. So answer is option B, that is local minimum. So we proceed for next. So number 6. Okay. Match the item column 1 with the item in column 2 in the following table. So in column 1, given here, first option is first in first out. You know, first in first out in Q. So Q follows first in first out approach. And you know, stack follows LIFO approach, that is last in first out. Okay. So you choose P implies double I and R implies I and Q implies only one is present in column 2. So option, which option is correct? So we find B is correct. Okay. So we proceed for next. So consider a 3 matrix M equal to 1, 3, 4 and 2, 1, 3 and 3, 3, 6. Okay. The determinant of M square and 12M, it is a calculation approach. So if you calculate M square plus 12M, and you will find the answer is 15, because determinant of A, if you find, it is 0. Okay. Then you will calculate M square plus 12M, it is answer is 15. Okay. So we proceed for next. So here, consider the matrix. Matrix is given, that is 2, -1 and 3, 1. Which one of the following statement is true? So the eigenvalue of M are complex conjugative pair. So here we will calculate the eigenvalue of the matrix. So you know how to calculate the eigenvalue of the matrix. So the shortcut is lambda square. Okay, lambda square minus, so the sum of the diagonal element, that is 2, 1, 3. So minus 3 lambda plus determinant value. So determinant value is 2, 1 is 2. Okay. So minus plus 3. So 2 plus 3, that is 5, equal to 0. Okay. Lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 5 equal to 0. So if you calculate the value lambda, because it is quadratic equation, you know how to solve the quadratic equation. Okay. So if you find, then you notice that lambda equal to a complex conjugative pair. So option A is correct. So we'll proceed for next.
ଭାଇ ମୁଁ ଆଉଥରେ କାଟିକି
ହୁଁ
କରୁଛି, ତମେ
ହୁଁ
ଆଉଥରେ ଜଏନ କର ହେଲା, କାହିଁକିନା ହେଇଗଲାଣି ଟାଇମ।
ଏଇଟା କେତେ ନମ୍ବର ଯାଏଁ ହେଇଛି?
ସେଇଠି ଥାଅ,
ହଁ
ତମେ ସମାନ ସମାନ ଜୋସ ଥିବ, ପୁଣି ଥରେ କହିବ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ନମ୍ବର 9 ରୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଲା।
ଠିକ ଅଛି। Consider performing DFS on a undirect and unweighted graph G starting at vertex X for any vertex U in G. Du is the length of the shortest path from S to U. Okay, you know DFS, depth first search, such as A, okay, then B, then C, D, E, okay, then F. Okay, suppose it is given du is the length of the shortest path from S to U. Suppose it is S and it is U. Okay, let UV be the edge in G. such that du less than dv. Okay, so the length of start from start to eu is less than from s to v. Okay, if the h uv is exploded fast in the direction from u to v during the above dfs, then uv become a dash h. So fill in the blanks. Okay, so u and v, you notice d and f. D and f are which h? It is a tree h. So answer is D. We can proceed next. So let f or implies be the function fx equal to 1 by whole divided by 1 plus e to the power minus x. That is, you know, it is a sigmoid function using neural network. Okay, so the value of the derivative of f at x where fx equal to 0.4. So it is given that sigmoid function value is 0.4. Then the derivative of f, so the derivative of f at x f. So we all are knows the derivative of sigmoid function is f of x whole into 1 minus f of x. Okay, so here f of x is 0.4 into 1 minus 0.4, that is 0.6. So answer is 0.24. Okay, so we proceed for next. Here in adversarial search, alpha beta pooling can be applied to game tree of any depth where alpha is the m value. Okay, choice we have formed so far at any choice point along the path from the maximum player, and beta is the n value choice we have formed so far at any choice point along the path for the minimum player. Which one of the following choice m and n makes the above statement valid? You know alpha beta pooling. Okay, so in adversarial search is a technique used to reduce the number of nodes that need to be evaluated in min-max algorithm. So it works by eliminating branches that cannot possibly influence the final decision. The value alpha and beta represent the best value found for the maximum and minimum player respectively. So here the answer is B. That is for alpha that is M, that is highest, and for beta that is N, that is lowest. So option B is correct. We proceed for next. So here given a dataset with k binary value attribute where k greater than 2, the minimum value of k is 3. For a two-class classification text, the number of parameters to be estimated for learning a naive-Bayes classifier. So you know, naive-Bayes classifier is a classification technique, and this is the direct formula for this problem. Okay, you know. So we proceed for next. So here, for any binary classification dataset, let SP belongs to R, that is serial number dataset, and SW also R. Be the between classes and within class scatter covariance matrices respectively. The Fisher linear decrement is defined by U star belongs to R that maximize J of U transport SB U whole divided by U transport S double U. So here if lambda equal to J U star, okay, J of U star, SW is non-singular and SP not equal to 0, then U star lambda must satisfy which one of the following sequence. So here U, okay, so here U transpose SB EU minus lambda EU transpose S double EU minus 1 equal to L of U lambda. Okay, so if you find L of L, then 2 S double EU minus 2 lambda S double EU equal to 0. Okay, so this implies SPU equal to lambda S double U. Okay, therefore S double inverse SBU equal to lambda U. So option B is correct. S double inverse SB U star. Okay, so we proceed for next. So here Euclidean distance based on k-means clustering algorithm was run on a dataset of 100 meter with k equal to 3. The point 1 1 and minus 1 1 are both part of the cluster 3. Then which one of the following point is necessary also part of the cluster? Okay, so here if the point 1 1 and minus 1 1 are both part of the cluster 3 in the Clemens clustering algorithm, it implies that they are closer to each other than to the center of the other cluster. Since the clustering is based on equivalent distance, you know equivalent distance formula. So any point that is closer to point 1 1 and minus 1 1, that to the center of the other cluster will also be a part of cluster 3. So if you compare all the option, then so answer G, option B is correct, that is 0 1. Okay, we proceed for next. So okay, match the item in column 1 with the items in column 2 in the following table. Okay, so first one is PCA, that is principal component analysis. You know that is PCA for a dimensionality reduction. And you also know why use neighbors classification and logistic regression. So here for logistic regression is used for discriminative model. You know very well. Similarly, neighbors classification is used for generative model. So option C is correct. Okay, so we proceed for next. So here, consider a database that includes the following relation. That is, first one is defender, then forward, then team. Okay, the attribute are name, rating, side, goal in defender. Similarly, for forward, attribute are name, rating, assist, and goal. Similar for team, name, club, and price. Okay, which one of the following relational algebra express check that every name of occurring in team appears in either defender or forward, where phi then are the empty set. So here phi given the empty set. Okay, so here you compare all the option. Okay, you find that option D is correct because so name will find from team name attribute. Okay, it is the division form. Okay, division in DBMS. Okay, so we'll find name defender union name, will found name from forward. So if you combine this, we'll found a empty set, that is phi. So we proceed for next. So it is very simple. Let x and y be two proportion. Which one of the following statement is tautology? So you check the tautology. You can check tautology by truth table, or other option is you can check by tautology by the formula. What is the formula? Now P implies Q. So P implies Q equal to negation P union Q. We check for only option A. Then you check other option, that is B and C and D. Okay. So here you notice option A, that is X and negation Y implies negation X implies Y. So for option 1, X and negation Y. Okay, so we write this simple X into Y dash. Okay, so implies matlab negation P. So X implies negation Y or a whole negation. Okay, then union matlab plus. Union meaning plus. So negation X implies Y, that is X plus Y. So here X dot product Y complement ra complement. Okay, so it is X complement plus Y complement ra complement, that is Y plus X plus Y. So here you notice X plus X complement. So X plus X complement, that is always 1. So 1 plus Y equal to 1. So that means it is always tautology. So option A is also part of tautology. So similarly, if you check, you find option A and option B and option D are tautology. So here the answer is A, B, D. We proceed for next. So here consider the following T traversal on a full binary. First one is pre-order, then in-order, then post-order. Which one of the following traversal option is are sufficient to uniquely reconstruct the full binary? So if we draw the full binary, then we know in-order is compulsory. Okay, so here the answer is in-order and pre-order and in-order and post-order. So option A and D are correct. So we proceed for next. Okay. Consider sorting the following array of integer in ascending order using an in-place quicksort algorithm that uses the last element as pivot. So here we choose 100 as pivot. The minimum number of swap performed during this quicksort. So the minimum number of swap required in this quicksort. So you notice already array is sorted. Okay, already array is sorted. So no need of swap. So here the answer is 0. Okay. So next, okay, the sample average of 50 data point is 40. Okay, it is given that 50 data point average is 40. So total is 50 into 40. That is 2000. Okay, the updated sample average after including a new data point taking the value of 142. Okay, so the updated sample average after including a new data point taking the average 142. So the answer is 42 because if you add, that is 51. So if you divide by 51, so the answer is 42. Okay. So next we proceed for next. Consider the following two tables named reader and team in the relational database maintained by the Kavadilai. The attribute ID in table team reference the primary key of the reader table ID. Okay, so team ID is primary attribute. The SQL query describes the is executed on the database. Select star from reader and team. The table, first one is reader and second one is team. Where reader ID equal to team ID and city equal to Jaipur and red point greater than 200. So you notice a red point greater than 200. So here, and here, and here. 4. So if you compare this, the answer will 4. Sorry, here given also city equal to Jaipur. Okay. If you notice city equal to Jaipur, so IDR 1 also 6. So it will not include. Okay. So answer are 3. We proceed for next. Let H1 and H2 be two administrative heuristic used in A star search. So now A star search, which one of the following expression is always an admissible heuristic? Okay. So for administrative heuristic, this expression represents the absolute difference between two administrative heuristics. Okay. Since taking the absolute difference ensure that the result is non-negative, and since both H1 and H2 is admissible, their absolute difference is also guaranteed to be admissible. Therefore, option B is correct. Okay. So we proceed for next. Consider the following statement. The mean and variance of a Poisson random variable are equal. So you know for Poisson distribution, the mean and variance are equal, that is lambda. So lambda equal to mean and also for variance in Poisson distribution. So I is correct. For a standard normal random variable, the mean is 0 and the variance is 1. It is also true. For standard normal random variable, mean is always 0 and the variance is 1. So both I and double I are true. So option D is correct. We proceed for next. Okay. So consider the data set with 6 data point, that is x1, y1, x2, y2, etc. x6, y6. So 6 data point are given and the labels are given by y1 equal to y2 equal to y5 1, y3 equal to y4 equal to y6 equal to -1. A hard margin linear support vector machine is trained on the above datasets. Which one of the following get is possible support vector? Okay, if you draw, you can imagine which is the answer. Okay, so if you draw, first one is x1, okay, then 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, -1, -2, -1, -2. So y, it is x and it is y. -1, -2, -2. Okay, you notice first point is 1, 0. So 1, 0, x1, y, first point. Then second point is 0, 1. So it is the second point. Then third point is 0, -1. So x0, y -1. That is the point. Then for x4, that is -10. X4 -10, that is the point. So x5, 2, 2. So x2, y2, that is okay. For x6, -2, -2. So here the point. So here given that y1 equal to y2 equal to y5, it is a part of 1. So if you draw the linear separable line, you notice it is one part, then it is also one part. So here, if you draw the margin line, that is, you notice that these 4 points lies on margin. So these 4 points are support vector. So here x1, x2, x3 and x4 are support vector. So option D is correct. So here let the minimum, maximum, mean and standard deviation value for the attribute income of data science be 46,000, 17,000, sorry, 117,000, okay, then 96,000, then 21,000 respect. The Z score normalized income value is 1,06,000. Okay, it's closest to which one of the following option? So here you know Z equal to x minus mu by sigma. Here mu is mean. So 1,06,000 minus mu 96,000. If you determine the mean of this value, okay, you will find 96,000. So divide by sigma. If you calculate the standard deviation, that is 21,000. So answer is 1 10,000. Okay, 10,000 by 21,000. That is 0.476. So option D is correct. Okay, we proceed for next. So consider the table below where the ij element of the table is distance between point xi and xj. Single linkage clustering is used. You know single linkage clustering is used in density based clustering, that is DB scan. Okay, so x1, x2, x3, x4 is given. So which one of the following is the correct representation of the cluster produce? So it is the diagram of dendrogram. So if you compare all the, so you notice here which one is minimum. Okay, so in this x1 and x2 are minimum. Okay, so you merge first x1 and x2. Okay, so similarly, after that you in given you find x4 and x5 are minimum. Okay, x4 and x5 are minimum, that is one. So you merge x1 x2 first, then x4 x5 minimum, then you find x3 with x4 and x5, that is minimum, so we add x3. Okay, similarly will the this dendrogram. So option B is correct. So we proceed for next. 27. Okay, let R be the set of real number, U be the subspace of R3, uh, and M belongs to R, that is Higgs three matrix, be the matrix corresponding to the position on to the subspace U. Which one of the following statement is a true? So if you notice all the option, then you find that so option A is also correct because M square equal to M, and if U is a two-dimensional surface of Earth, then the null space of M is one-dimensional surface. It is also true. And you notice that MQ equal to M, it is also true. So option A, B and C are always true. If U is one-dimensional surface of Earth, then the null space of M is one-dimensional surface. It may not true. Okay. So option A, B, C is true. So we proceed for next. 28. Select all the choice that are surface of Earth. Note, are they not the set of real number? Okay. So here first option is, so similarly it is also spanning set of two-dimensional independent vector of R3. So it will be a subspace of R3 of dimensional 2. Okay, so you notice option B, given restriction is homogeneous, so it will not be a subspace. It will not be a subspace. If you go to option C, given space is subset of R3 under two linear homogeneous restrictions, so it will make a subset. If you go to option D, that is, mm, okay, if you go to option D, that is given space is spanning set of two linear independent vector R3. So it will be a subspace of R3 of dimension 2. So for 28, answer are A, C and D. Okay, A, C and D. We proceed for next. Let x be a random variable uniformly distributed in the interval 1, 3 and y be the random variable uniformly distributed in the interval 2, 4. If x and y independently of each other, the probability of p of x greater than equal to y is, okay. So we found the probability of x greater than equal to y. So it is very easy for calculation. If you find, you get answer is 0.75. Okay, proceed for next. So it is a Python program. So which one of the following value is returned by the function computes x if x value is 6, 3, 5, 4, 10? If x value is 60, 5, 4, 10. Okay, so here you notice, uh, so if you apply this program, then output here and option C. Okay, you run accordingly and find the answer C step by step. So we proceed for next. Okay. An OTT company is maintaining a large disk-based relational database. So we directly go through the query and find the query can be speed up using which one of the following indexing option. So here first option is hashing index of movie custom rating and B plus T on the remaining attributes. So it is also true because hash index and apply and B plus T for remaining attribute. Okay, so hash editor general name, not it can apply on customer rating hash index. So B plus T on all attribute, it is also true. Hash editor all attribute, hash index in all attribute, nahi. Okay, so here answer is A and C. We will proceed for next. So here consider the following Python function. Okay, what does this Python program function do? Select which one of the appropriate option below. So here define a dictionary, meaning dictionary, and first one S1, S2. If S1 less than S2, then dictionary of S1 and dictionary of S2 equal to dictionary of S2 assigned with dictionary of 1 and dictionary of 1 assigned with dictionary of 2. Function dictionary of S1 plus 1 and S2 minus 1. So here the answer is it is reversed list the between include indices S1 and S2 both inclusive. Okay, so here option A is correct. We will proceed for next. So let U equal to given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and let lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 4 be a singular value of matrix M equal to U into U transpose, where U transpose is the transpose of U, the value of I equal to 1 to 5 lambda I is. So here the answer is 55. Okay, if you find U transfer, okay, then the answer will be 55. You will calculate by yourself. Okay, then we'll proceed for next. A pair 6 die with spaces number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is represented through independently. What is the expected number of times the die is thrown until two consecutive throws of even number are seen? So, what is the expected number of time die is thrown until two consecutive? So here you find x. So x equal to 3 by 6 whole into 1 plus y plus 3 by 6 whole into 1 plus x. Here x, you assume x, expected number of throw until two consecutive throw shown an even number, and you assume y as number of die thrown to get 2, 4, 6. Second time produce we get the 2, 4, 6 and first time. So y equal to 3 by 6 into 1 plus 3 by 6 1 plus x. If you solve these two equations, you will find x equal to c 6. Okay, so option B is correct. We'll proceed for next. Which of the following statement is a true? Note R denotes the set of real number. Okay, so here option A, that is there exists M belongs to it is 2 cross 3 and P belongs to R square and Q belongs to R square such that Mx equal to P is a unique solution and Mx equal to Q is a infinite solution. It is true. There exists M belongs to R 3 cross 3 matrix, P belongs to RQ and Q belongs to RQ. So such that Mx equal to P has unique solution and Mx equal to Q has an infinite solution. It is also true. So your answer is your A and B. If you notice C and D, that is wrong. So we proceed for next. So consider the following Python code. Define count, child dictionary and I. If I not in child dictionary case, then return 1. Okay. And we assign answer equal to 1. For J in child dictionary I, answer equal to answer plus count child dictionary J, then return answer. Okay. So here we assign child dictionary 0. First we input 1, 2. Second we input second index. In second index we input 3, 4, 5, and in third index we input 6, 7, 8. Then print count child dictionary 0. Okay, so 0 in 0 position, what is the count value? Which one of the following output is true? So here option A, that is it print last element, that is 8. So you notice, okay, consider two events T and S. Let T inverse, they're not the complement of the event T. Okay, the probability associated with the different event are given as below. So probability of T transpose given 0.6 and probability of S given T is 0.3 and probability of S given t complement, that is 0.6. So probability of t given s. So it is probability of t, okay, into probability of s by t, s given t divided by probability of s. If you calculate by this formula, you will find the answer is 0.25. Okay, so we'll proceed for next. So details of 10 international cricket game between two teams, green and blue. Two team here, first team is green, second team is blue. Are given in table C. This table consists of matches played on different pitches across format along with their winner. The attribute pitch can take one of the two value. Spin friendly represented as S or pace friendly represented as F. Okay. And the attribute formal can take one of the two value. One day match represented as 0 or test match. Sorry, one day match represented as O and test match represented T. A cricket organization would like to use the information given in table C, okay, to develop a decision tree model to predict outcome of future game between these two teams. To develop such a model, the computed information gain with respect to the target is, so we'll found the answer. If you calculate using decision tree uh, for calculating the information gain, it will the answer is 0.12, and you also know the formula of the information gain, so you calculate yourself. Okay, so here consider the function f r implies r, where r is the set of all real number, and you here given fx function is x4 by 4 minus 2s cube by 3 minus 3s square by 2 plus 1. So here, for find the local minima and local maxima, okay, you will find first f dash x, meaning first derivative of function. Okay, if you find x, first derivative of x, then we equal with 0. Okay, then you find some number and calculate which one is the local maximum and which one is the local minimum. So if you calculate, then your answer is C and D. Okay, for local minimum is x equal to 3, and for local minimum also x equal to 0. Here x equal to 3 and x equal to 0 for local minimum. Okay, we proceed for next. Consider the following sorting algorithm. So first one is bubble sort, insertion sort, and selection sort. Which one of the among the following choice of sorting algorithm sort the number in the array 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 in increasing order after exactly 2 passes over the array? Okay, which which sorting algorithm is suitable for this? For 2 passes over the array. After 2 passes, the array order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here you notice that option B is correct because in selection sort, only in selection sort, after 2 passes, array is sorting. Okay. So we proceed for next. Okay. So consider a state space where the start state is number 1 and the number of successor function for the state number n return to state number n plus 1 and n plus 2. Assume that the state in the unexpanded state list are expanded in the ascending order of numbers, and the previously expanded state are not added to the unexpanded state list. Which one of the following statement about BFS? Here BFS and DFS is 2 when reaching the goal state number 6. Okay, so here you know DFS meaning date first search, BFS meaning breadth first search. So DFS follow, that is tag, that is last in first out, and BFS follow first in first out, that is queue. So here you notice for finding number 6, DFS expanded more states than BFS. Okay, so option B is correct. So two fair coin are tossed independently. X is a random variable that takes n value of 1 if both tosses are head and 0 otherwise. Okay, 1 if you both, if not then 0. Y and random variable that takes a value of 1 if at least one of the tosses is head and 0 otherwise. The value of the covariance of x and y is, so the value of the covariance of xy is, here you find covariance according to the covariance formula, and the answer is 0. Okay, so we proceed for 43. Okay, so
Sir, your
consider the
voice is not
following.
coming. Your voice is not coming. Uh-huh.
Now
Now,
it
now okay, now okay.
now it is audible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Consider the following figure representing a dataset consisting of two-dimensional feature with two classes denoted by circle and square. Circle is one classes and square is one classes. Okay, so which of the following is two? So here with two classes denoted by circle and square, we have to find the linear separable line. So here you notice it is, this line is linear separable for circle and square. And if you see double I, you notice it is not a linear separable. If you draw this line, it is not linear separable. If you draw this line, it is not also linear separable. Okay. If you notice option 3, eh, so triple I, in triple I, if you draw this line, it is not linear separable. If you draw this line, it is not also linear separable. So it is not linear separable. If you see fourth, you notice it is a linear separable line. So option I and double I is linear separable. If you notice in option I and IV is linear separable, that is option C and A. So your answer is A and C. We proceed for next. Okay. So let game ball rugby be true if ball is used in rugby and false otherwise. Let's say a ball round. Be true if the ball is round and false is otherwise. Consider the following logical sentence. These are four logical sentences. Which one of the following choice is a logically representative of the all balls are round expected ball used in rugby? So which logical statement is true for this statement? Okay. So here if you compare option A, S1 and S2, sorry, S1 and S3. Okay. So in S1 and S2, it is true. If you and S1 statement 1 and statement 3, you find this statement, that is, all balls are round expected ball used in rugby, is so option A is correct. Similarly, option C and option D also correct. Okay, we proceed for next. So it is very easy. Given the relational schema R U V double X Y Z and the set functional dependency U determined V, U determined double X determined Y, double X determined Z, V determined X. Which one of the following functional dependency can be derived from the above set? So if you notice option A, V double derives YZ. So we found the closure of V double. Okay, if we found in V double, then you notice in V there is present in X, V determined X. So X is also closure of V. Okay, V double. So similarly, X and double determined Y. So Y is also the closure of V double. Okay, similarly, and double X determines Z. Double X determines Z. So Z is also closure of V double. So you notice here V double determined YZ because YZ is closure of V double. So it is 2. So similarly, if you check option A and B and C are true. Okay. So for this problem, option A, B, C are true. So we proceed for next. Consider the DAG below. Which one of the each are valid vertex ordering that can be obtained from topological sort of the DAG? Okay, so if you notice P, so P comes first because P does not depend upon anyone. So P, okay, then R, okay, then Q, because Q depends upon P and R. Okay, okay. Then we proceed for S or V. If you proceed, you can proceed for S and you can proceed for also V. Okay. So if you proceed for S, then you can proceed for V. Okay. Then you can proceed for T and U. Okay. T and U. And after V, you can proceed for S. If you proceed for S, then U, then T. So here you can check in option and you find option C and D are correct. Okay, we proceed for next. So evaluate the following limit. Limit x approaches to 0, ln of x square plus 1 into a cos x whole divided by x square. So if you notice, it is 0 by 0 form. Okay, it is 0 by 0 form. If it is 0 by 0 form, then you apply L hospital rule. Okay, you know what is L hospital rule? Applying L hospital rule, you calculate the answer. Okay, so here you find the answer is 0.5. Okay, so we proceed for next. '48. Okay, let x be a random variable exponential distributed. So it is given that it is exponentially distributed with parameter lambda. The probability density function of x is given by f of x equal to lambda e to the power minus lambda x or 0 otherwise if x less than 0. If 5 ex meaning is mean of x. Okay, 5 ex equal to variance of x. Okay, then the value of lambda is, then what is the value of lambda? Okay, in exponential distribution, the mean is 1 by lambda. Okay, and variance is 1 by lambda square. Okay, so we direct apply the value 1 by lambda for mean and 1 by lambda square for variance. Then you calculate the lambda and you find that lambda equal to 1 by 5. Okay, that is 0.2. So your answer is 0.2. Okay, so we proceed for next. Okay. It is very important question. So you notice, consider the two neural network shown in figure 1 and 2 with ReLU activation function. Here in this figure, we apply ReLU function. What is ReLU function? ReLU equal to maximum of 0 Z. Okay, the connection and their corresponding weight are shown in the figure. The bias at every neuron are set to 0. Bias assigned as 0. Okay, for what value of PQR in figure 2, the two neural network equivalent when x1, x2, x3 are positive. Suppose you assign it is hidden layer 1. Okay, it is the input layer, that is x1, x2, x3. You know it is hidden layer 1 and it is hidden layer 2 and it is hidden layer 3. So for hidden layer 1, okay, if you find x1 plus x2, okay, if you calculate the weight x1 plus x2, and similarly for hidden layer 2, okay, you calculate x1 plus x3, x1 plus x3. Similarly for hidden layer 3, x1 plus x2 also x3. Okay, so if you notice, it is hidden layer 2 1, it is hidden layer 2 2. Okay, so if you calculate hidden layer of 2 1 or hidden layer of 2 2, all are same because all the hidden layer 1 connected with hidden layer 2. Okay, so it is 2 into 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3. Okay, if you calculate the output, it is output y. Okay, if you calculate output, the output is 3 into s21 plus 3 into s22. So it is equal to 12 into 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3. If you calculate this, 12 into 3, that is 36x1 plus 24x2 plus 24x3. Okay, so here, what is the value of P, Q and R? What is the value of P, Q, R? Here we find P value is 36 and Q value is 24 and R value is 24. So here answer is 36, 24 and 24. Okay, option A is correct. So 50. Consider a joint probability distribution of two randomly variable x and y. Here function given with two random variable, that is f of xy is equal to 2xy if x belongs to from 0 to 2. Okay, otherwise it is 0. So we find, okay, e of y given X equal to 1.5. Okay, if you calculate this, the answer is 1 using Bayes theorem. Okay, so we proceed for next. So 51. Let Fn denote the maximum number of comparison made while searching for an entry in a sorted array of size n using binary search. Which one of the following is true? In binary search, at each step you compare the target element with the middle element of the array. Based on the comparison result, you recursively search either the left or the right half of the array. Okay, you know everything about binary search. Let denote f of n by 2 as the maximum number of comparison made while searching for an entry in sorted array of size n using binary search. For array of size n, at each step you make one comparison. At each step you made one comparison to check if the target is equal to middle element. Then you either search the left half or you either search the right half. So the maximum number of comparison for an array of size n is f of n equal to f of n by 2 plus 1. So answer is option C. So for 52, let f r determined r be a function. So function is given f of x equal to, if x less than minus 2 then minus x, then if it belongs to x minus 2 to 2, then ax square plus bx plus c. If x greater than 2, then it is x. Which one of the following choice gives the value of a, b, c that makes the function f continuously undifferentiable? It is function is also continuous undifferentiable. So you know, for continuous undifferentiable, at x equal to minus 2, at x equal to minus 2, f of minus 2 minus equal to f of minus 2. Okay, so 4a minus 2b plus c equal to 2. It is you assign equation 1. So for 2 at x equal to 2, then f of 2 plus equal to f of 2. Okay, so 4a plus 2b plus c equal to 2. You assign it is for equation 2. For 1 and 2, for 1 and 2, okay, you find b equal to 0. Okay, for 1 and 2, you find b equal to 0. Also, as fx is differentiable over its domain, so for differentiable, okay, for differentiable at x equal to 2, f dash 2 plus equal to f dash 2. This implies 4a plus b equal to 1. So we know that the value of b is 0. So value of a is 1 by 4. And so for equation 1, if you apply a and b value in equation 1, okay, you will find the c value is 1. So our answer is a equal to 1 by 4 and b equal to 0 and c equal to 1. Okay, that is option A is correct. We proceed for next. Given the following Bayesian network consisting of 4 Bernoulli random variable and the associated conditional probability table. Okay, here it is given some tables. Okay, the value of p equal to, here we calculate the value of probability u equal to 1 and v equal to 1 and double equal to 1 and z equal to 1. Okay, so first we notice here u depend upon the v, sorry, v depend upon the u and double also depend upon the u. So if we calculate p of u equal to 1 does not depend upon anyone. Okay, into if p of v equal to 1, okay, then given that it will depend upon the u. So u also equal to 1 into probability of double equal to 1, then it depend upon the u. So u equal to 1. Okay. If you calculate z into probability of z equal to 1, it will depend upon the v and double. So v equal to 1 and double equal to 1. If you apply this formula, then P of E equal to 1, P of E equal to 1 value 0.5. So here you calculate P of E equal to 1 0.5 into P of V equal to 1 E equal to 1. So you find V equal to 1 E equal to 1, that is 0.5. Okay. Next double equal to 1 and E equal to 1. Here double equal to 1 and E also equal to 1, that is 1. Okay, into last p of z equal to 1, so z equal to 1 with v equal to 1 double equal to 1, so v equal to 1 double equal to 1, yes, so answer is 0.5. So into 0.5, if you multiply all, then you calculate 0.125. Okay, so answer is 0.125. Okay, so proceed for next. Given the two-dimensional dataset consisting of 5 data points from two classes, circle and square, and assumes that the equivalent distance is used to measure the distance between 2 points, the minimum odd value of k in k nearest neighbor algorithm for which the diamond shaped data point in the assign the label square. Okay, so it will assign in the label square. So what is the minimum value of k in k nearest neighbor? If the minimum value of that is 3, then it assign with square. If the minimum value is 4, then it also assign with diamond. If the minimum value is 5, then it compulsory assign with circle, diamond. Okay, so here answer is 5. Okay, so we proceed for next, that is the last one. So let H, I, L and N represent, H represent height, I represent internal node, L represent leaf and N represent total number of nodes respectively in the root binary tree. Which of the following statement is true? Okay, so you all know leaf node. Okay, here leaf node is 4. Leaf node is 4 and internal node is 3. So leaf node is always less than equal to I plus 1. Okay, you notice here leaf node equal to 4 and internal node equal to 3. Okay, plus 1 meaning 4. So it is equal to either equal to or less than. So it is correct in always because it is the maximum possible of Lipner. Okay. So option C is correct. And here if height plus 1 less than equal to n less than equal to 2 to the power h plus 1 height plus 1 minus 1. It is the maximum height. Okay. So it is also correct. So your answer is C and D is answer. Okay. Finally, we complete our paper analysis. If you have any doubt, then ask. And all the best for your result.
Okay, so thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so for giving me such a valuable time. Okay, so finally, so Gyana sir help us to finally complete this series. Okay, paper analysis series. So finally, successfully completed 65 questions. Okay, so please, guys, so just um, means go deeply and just check your answer. Okay, maybe there is a possibility. Okay, some of the mistake will be happen. Okay, so the answer sheet will be released. Okay, in the 20th February. Okay, so after that you can just check out. But maximum things which is covered by the Ganesa, it is correct. Okay, and so we are thinking that so in the next after it, so we are going to just upload the video. It's totally free. Okay, you can just prepare yourself for the case of the DA. Okay, so I will just create one separate video related to that things. Okay, so for this case, so I hope so you get each and every information related to the response response paper. Okay, so you can, I think hope right now you already know what is your like score. So if I'm getting good score, so please just give a comment. So okay, and please do share. Okay, so that your paper means your some of the friend will be get help from this video. Okay, and also thank you for giving me such a valuable time, Ganasa. Okay, and if you like that means if you like the video, so please do like and please subscribe and do share. So thank you a lot. Okay, so we will just meet in next video. So bye.
Bye bye.